Today I want to share with you 5 timeless lessons, each one whispered across centuries by ancient philosophers, mystics, and alchemists. These are not lessons you need to memorize with your mind. They are lessons to feel, to embody, to remember them. So, before I begin, I want to share a prayer to you. I've written it down today in the morning. I felt inspired. So, may you be silently pulled towards what you love the most. May you sense the guidance and do everything in alignment with your highest good. May you know what to do when the right moment comes, and may you always feel protected in spirit and safe in your heart. May you believe in your capabilities and always trust that you are right on time all the time. The universe has a bigger plan for you than your limited mind believes right now. So for a moment, just let it sink in. The first lesson is to follow the pull of what you love. Rumi once said, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray." The world teaches us to chase, to hustle, to run after what seems secure or logical, but the soul doesn't operate on logic. The soul operates on resonance. That's why I've named this video today, Message for Your Soul. So think about it. Have you ever been drawn to something with no rational explanation? A piece of music, a place you couldn't stop thinking about, a calling that kept returning to you even when you tried to silence it, or that endeavor or passion project you had no idea why you feel so drawn into, like I've started painting from zero. No background in art or any of that. Just as a little kid I've been drawing a lot, but I've been never introduced into art. At some point in my life, when I decided I truly want to find something I love to do, painting came to me. That's the pull from within. Philosophers thought that each soul comes into the world with its own mission, a guiding spirit, a whisper of destiny. Socrates listened to his voice. He allowed it to stop him from speaking when silence was wiser than words, and I'm sure many of you have noticed that in your life as well. So the first lesson for today is stop fighting against the pull. Stop silencing the longing. What you love most is not random. It is your destiny calling your name, my friend. So ask yourself right now, what quietly calls me? What lights me up without explanation? What if I trusted it instead of doubting it? And just see what comes up, because sometimes people deny it because it goes against their belief systems. Sometimes people deep in their soul feel they want more money so they can be free, so they can actually travel, but they feel it's wrong because money is wrong or something like that. So I like to ask people truly, what pulls you without your opinions? And what would happen if you would be abandoned in that thing already? Or if you could freely do it, if you could freely go there, if you could easily follow that pull, how would you feel? How your life would turn out to be? So we recognize that sometimes our judgments are what blocks us the most. Then the second lesson I want to give you today is align with the highest good. Plato said, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself." Alignment with the highest good doesn't begin out there in the world. It begins within, with self-mastery. So what is that? Well, we live in a time where external success is worshipped, but inner victory is forgotten. Yet, if your actions are born from chaos inside of you, they can never bring peace outside of you. The alchemists call this dissolve and recombine. To dissolve what is false within you so that only what is pure can crystallize. Every day you have a choice. You can act from fear or you can act from love. Act from ego or act from truth. Act from temporary gain or act for the eternal highest good. And here's the paradox. When you live aligned with the highest good, you never lose, even if the world misunderstands you. Your soul always gains. It gains lessons, it gains answers, it gains skills. All of that combined eventually will turn everything into gold. And that is the truth. So ask yourself, what do I need to dissolve within myself so that my life can align with the highest good? And whatever highest good is for you. For some people it's becoming more loving. For some people it's becoming healthy so they can be of support to others. For some people it's becoming wiser so they can teach others. For some people it's becoming successful so they can maybe financially support others. Whatever the highest good is for you, don't just look at some belief systems, but truly ask your heart what the highest good is for you, so you can truly aim towards something that will free you and fulfill you. The third lesson I want to share today with you is to trust the right timing. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." There is a season for everything under the sun, and yet, how often do we try to force life, right? How often do we demand fruit before it has ripened? The Stoics understood timing. They lived with the love of one's faith. To not resist what is, but to trust it. You see, the right moment always arrives. It may not come when the mind wants it, but it always comes when the soul is ready. Think of alchemy again. To create gold, the process cannot be rushed. Fire must burn for as long as it takes. If you open the furnace too early, nothing forms. This is your lesson here, to trust divine timing. Your role is not to control every outcome, but to prepare yourself, to be ready when the right moment knocks. So ask yourself right now, am I rushing what life is still preparing me for? Or am I willing to trust the rhythm of time? Which doesn't mean that you just wait. It means you are preparing, you're building skills, you're sharpening your tools. But maybe what you're aiming towards to accomplish or to succeed, maybe the time hasn't come for that yet. It's truly not about waiting but listening, being aware of that inner pull that I've mentioned before, so you know where you are on this timeline of yours. The fourth lesson is rest in protection and inner safety. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He who has peace within himself will find it everywhere." We spend so much energy seeking protection from the outside world, security, approval, safety nets. But what if the deepest safety you could ever know comes from within? The Stoics call this inner tranquility, the unshakable state where no external storm can disturb you. You're already protected more than you realize. Spirit walks with you. The heart knows when to close its doors and when to open them. The body knows when to rest and when to act. The question is only, do you live aligned with this inner intelligence or against it? When you live from inner safety, life changes. Fear loses its grip. You no longer live on guard, but in trust. So, something you could ask yourself right now is, where am I giving away my peace by seeking safety outside myself instead of resting in the protection within? How many times you feel unsafe? How many times you feel afraid? How many times you feel limited? Just because maybe you're not practicing feeling safe. It's a practice. It's a skill. Opening our heart is a skill. And when we tap into our heart, we change the chemistry of our bodies. And it's a beautiful work you can master if every single day you decide to slow down and notice how it feels when you open your heart and you feel safe in your body. You find a moment of gratitude. You raise your frequency into trust, into knowing, into a vision of the future. So you memorize the feeling of your future instead of the pain of the past. Now, the fifth lesson is trust the greater plan beyond the mind. This one is very powerful. The Hermetic teaching says, as above, so below. As within, so without. This is one of the deepest truths in all ancient teachings. Your life is not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself through your soul. The mind always wants to control. It wants to predict, to plan, to know. But the greater plan is not written in the mind. It is written in the stars. It's woven into your very being, and you feel it. You are the universe, and you feel something deeper. That's why you've been always pulled to something maybe more mystical, more spiritual. Because the mission of this life is not just to live like everybody else, but to fulfill your destiny, right? To fulfill your calling. But to know your calling means to be aware, to listen, to notice. Your life is like this connection, as above, so below. This is your life. So what feels like endings are often transformation. And what feels like delay is often divine preparation. The alchemist said, in the dung heap, gold is found. Even in what seems lowest or most broken, the treasure hides. This is the final lesson. Trust the greater plan beyond your mind. You're right on time, my friend, always. I've learned that in my life. Just at the time when I've started painting, I just knew I need to make it happen. I need to start. And as I've started painting, I've also felt this pull to start sharing my work on YouTube. And eventually this YouTube channel was born. So everything led me to here. And so many of you know this story. But the point that I want to give you here today is to know that there is a bigger plan to everything. And once again, plan doesn't get revealed by waiting it and looking for it. It's like a path doesn't get revealed on the map, it gets revealed when you walk it. Sure, map can help you to notice it, like reading a book can help you to notice your mission, to notice your purpose. But then experimenting, living life, exploring, traveling, meeting new people, reading new books can help you to discover truly what that calling of yours is, because you will know what is not in resonance with you and what is. So ask yourself right now, can I surrender my limited understanding and trust that my soul is already held by something greater? Can you, my friend? I've shared with you 5 powerful lessons today. And they are not new. They're as old as time itself. You already know all these things deep within you. You know that you need to follow the pull of what you love, even though many times you run. Like I run. Sometimes I go against my heart and I'm always wrong. Sometimes I do what's against my intuition and I burn myself. So we are all learning these things, but we need to keep reminding ourselves of that, because it's much harder to trust intuition than to trust logic. It's much harder to do what feels unfamiliar but rewarding in spirit than what feels familiar and safe. The second lesson was align with the highest good. So this one is also not so natural in this society. We see people are greedy, people are selfish. So to align with the highest good means, well, you follow something higher than social patterns, which is very admiring. The third lesson was trust the right timing. And it taught you that there is timing to everything. There's season to everything. And you need to read the science of life to know in which season you are. There's no wrong seasons. There's no bad seasons. Each season is preparing you for something. We don't say winter is bad because flowers are not blooming. Winter also reminds us to slow down and to enjoy this maybe cold nature, or, play on the snow or whatever it is for us. It reminds us to embrace what each season brings. And in life it's the same. Maybe you have breakdowns. So many, what you would say, bad things are happening, and you would say this is the worst season of my life. But on the deep level of you, there's transformation that is happening, and one day you will look back and you will say this was the best season of my life. So everything can be very different from different perspectives. The fourth lesson was rest in inner safety. To find a sense of feeling safe and rest there. The fifth lesson was trust the greater plan. Know that whatever is going on in your life, there's a bigger plan to it. And if you will be looking for it, following the pulse, you will eventually find it. They're not just some random lessons, they're living truths. What I've shared with you, those are living truths. Truths whispered by ancient philosophers and poets like Rumi, Plato, Epictetus. I've shared some of the Marcus Aurelius wisdom and some Hermetic teachings. Those are the truths that are alive in your soul. So I leave you with the blessing right now. Once again, may you be silently pulled towards what you love the most. May you sense the guidance and do everything in alignment with the highest good. May you know what to do when the right moment comes, and may you always feel protected in spirit and safe in your heart. May you believe in your capabilities and always trust that you're right on time all the time. The universe has a bigger plan for you than your limited mind believes. And may you walk forward, not just remembering these words, but truly living them. May you be free, my friend. I hope you found a great value in today's message. I'm sending you all lots of love, power, and blessings. And I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting called The Flame of Life. It's a painting inspired by this idea that there's a spiritual fire burning within all of us. And we feel it when we are inspired. We feel it when we do what we love. And we feel it when we follow what is right for us. And we can use it for manifestation. We can visualize something and tune into the energy of that thing, and with that inner fire we will attract it towards us. We'll use the law of attraction and manifest things into our life. So this is what this painting is all about. You can get a print of it on AttractPassion.com or the link in the description of this video. And also check out my other paintings. They've been all channeled to bring that kind of a inspiring beauty into this world. That's what I feel called to do, and that's what I'm doing every single day. So thank you so much for your support. Also join us on our Patreon community for more exclusive content, and join YouTube membership if you want to support this channel. Thank you so much, and till next time, one love.